Hello, and we are live here with everyone today to talk about how to rethink your Instagram and Facebook ad strategy. And if you haven't even started thinking about it, we're going to make sure that you're on the right track because if you are a business out there, you need to be thinking about ad strategy. So I'm going to kick it over to Kaylee Pear. She is the founder of Paired Up. Kara Sewell here today, helping her out. Okay, Kaylee, let's get the intros out of the way.
Yeah, so and you also see that there's another face in here,
Yes.
Valerie Johnson. She
Hi.
is a brand new member of Paired Up. Actually, she joined us in August. So I'm excited to have her on the team. I'm going to give it to her to talk a little bit here. Valerie, just give us a little bit about yourself real quick, and then we'll kick off our Facebook strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hi there. I'm Valerie Johnson. I'm a recent graduate of SIU University in Southern Illinois, and I'm excited to be here.
Yay, Salukis. Oh, we love our Salukis, right? I'm also a graduate of SIU. And she's actually a distant family member as well. Distant.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
a lot of connections going on.
Oh, yeah. But she's been a great asset to the team. So I wanted her to be here today to kind of help talk about Facebook ad strategy. As you said, Kara, whether you're rethinking it because you kind of you have to keep up with everything. So whether you're rethinking it or you haven't even thought about it yet and you don't know where to even start, we're going to kind of help you kickstart that, give you a few tips here. And again, before we get started, this is what we do. We can help you. We consult you. We can sit down for an hour and a half to 2 hours and help you map out a plan for Facebook advertising. We can even run your Facebook advertising for you, which we do for clients right now. So that is always something that we can do if this ignite something for you and you want to move forward. So the biggest thing, and we did a video on this previously, but the free buffet at Facebook is over. So paid advertising on Facebook is really the number one way to advertise right now if you are a business. So and you really don't have to break the bank. I mean, at this point you can put $100, $150 if you're a smaller business. Now, the more money you put behind it, it's better and you will get more results that way, but you don't have to break the bank. But without it, Valerie, without it, you saw it underneath there, only 2% of business accounts are getting organic reach now without it.
Yeah, you're just not going to grow without that paid advertising. So if you don't do that, I mean, you're just going to sit there and you're just going to waste time and you're not going to see any growth. And you can get that growth through Instagram Reels. I mean, that's totally organic and you can reach people through that and you can reach thousands of people through that. You just got to know how to do it correctly.
Yeah. And I mean, if a lot of the times for many years, businesses would limit their paid reach because they would basically just pay for followers and then all of their content that they would put on social media would do the rest of it. Well, now that Facebook has completely changed everything back in the spring, now you have to pay to reach even those people who follow you. So here is what you need to know, because I mean, we've talked about this before. I mean, because of the privacy rules that have changed, you kind of have to change the way that you set these up. So let's say that you're trying to run a Facebook ad and you go in there and it says, alert, the new update on Apple phones is going to change the way people see and we collect data. That's what it's basically telling you, is that those rules have changed and it's going to make it a little bit harder to get that information and that data back once you run a Facebook ad. That doesn't mean it's not going to work. It just means you have to do things a little bit differently. So, for example, let's say 5 years ago, you were doing horizontal scaling where you were taking target audiences and you were making them very micro. So several different target audiences for that same ad. So you're running different ads with different target audiences, but with the same message, right? Now you don't want to do that. You still want to have a little bit of detail, maybe in what their interests are or what they like. But you want to also reach beyond that. See how it says on that screen right there, reach people beyond your detailed targeting selections. If you click that, Facebook will help you with that, with more of a broad audience. So I say to clients all the time, Facebook knows your audience better than you do. It's scary. It's very scary, but it does. So you don't have to people are like, well, I don't want some so-and-so in a different country. Well, Facebook isn't going to do that. They're going to put you in front of the right eyeballs. So that you want to keep it a little bit more broad.
Because it sounds counterintuitive because we're saying you want to keep your target audience more broad, but that's exactly what you're saying. I mean, you don't want to be in those micro audiences anymore.
Yeah, and you don't need to necessarily run several different ads to different target audiences. Now, let's flip it. What is the ad strategy? What do you need to do now to really benefit from Facebook advertising? Well, that's what we're really here to tell you. So there's a couple of different things you need to do. I'm going to let kind of Valerie break it down for you, but you need those broad audiences. You still need multiple ads, but they need to be different, right?
Right. And you can totally do that with a carousel post. I mean, carousel posts, that's where you're going to get your action. You're going to post that, and one person's going to be on Facebook one time and they're going to see the first photo. And then the next time they come on Facebook, they're going to see that next photo that you put with that carousel. So it's going to look like a completely different ad to them, but it's generally the same ad. But you're going to be reaching different people and they're not going to know that it's an ad.
Yeah, that's a good point, because when you're scrolling through your phone, if you scroll through and you see that same photo over and over and over again, it's just going to end up being part of you won't even see it anymore. But it does take somebody seeing the same or similar ad to actually do something about it. I'm on Facebook and I see, oh, this Nordstrom dress. I'm like, oh, I really like that dress. Right. But then I close my phone, I go, Mila's running around crazy. And then I go back in, I see it again. And I'm like, oh, wait, I like that. But I still don't do anything. It takes several times, but you don't want it to be exactly the same. So that's a good point on the carousel. That's both paid and organic. I've been talking to one of my clients where they'll give me stats. For example, this is the perfect way to use carousels, is with stats. So if you have stats and you want to break it up so it's not too much. I talk about this with weather graphics. When I did the weather, we had so much information and a lot of very complicated information that we had to put on TV in a 1 to 3 minute time frame, and it needed to make sense. It's the same thing on social media. So you would make the graphics very simple so that somebody could understand. So a carousel graphic really helps you with that. Let's say you're talking about the market and you're a realtor and you've got the monthly updates. You want to make that a carousel post with information here, information here, information here, and then information about what you do. And then every time that same follower opens their app, they see a different graphic from that same post. And it works better than throwing up all of that info in one time period. So there's another thing, and Carrie just put this up a few minutes ago, but I was talking, but I'm glad you put it back up, because you see where it says Advantage plus Creative. Facebook tries to make it as easy as possible for anyone to run a Facebook ad. Now, it's good to have people like us that can do it for you and try different things and are constantly testing the different ads to see what performs the best. But you can go in there and hit that button right there. And Facebook itself, based on the data of that follower, they can show them the best creative ad that will help them take action. So if that person responds better to a video and they know that, they will then show them a video portion of your ad. So that's a really good tool to use if you don't have the time to create several different ad creatives on there.
Right. And Facebook wants to help you. I mean, they're trying to push your content. So if you're just having that good content, it's simple, easy to read, and it's clickable and they have a call to action, you're going to see results.
And so, there's a lot of steps that you have to do, but once you've kind of done it a few times, you can change in and out. You want to test them. So you want to make sure you're testing out, okay, do my followers respond to this graphic with this caption? Maybe then you run another ad with a little bit more money behind it with the same caption, but a different headline. And maybe you switch up and make it a carousel. That's how you're kind of testing those ads. And that's how you're seeing how your followers and the people that see your product are going to respond. I know that we're kind of coming to the end here, but I want to say again, we offer consulting. You don't have to do a monthly where, we're running it for you. If you don't have that money there, we can sit down with you and teach you some of these basic ad strategies to help you be able to utilize this, because right now is the time to invest in Facebook advertising, because at this point, the prices are a little bit lower than they were because of all of these changes. The ad dollars are a little bit more manageable. So this is the time to kind of dabble in it. And I have one more thing to say.
Well, I was going to ask you, I want to make sure that I mention this graphic that I had that I want to pop up real quick so you can mention it to people, because I think it's really important to get across.
Yeah, and here I am thinking it wasn't going to be 10 minutes long.
I told you. We're moving right along. We're trying to keep everyone's time. We're being mindful of everyone's time.
Yeah, for sure. So basically, this is we follow the metrics of, this is one of our clients. So we're going to show you two. You don't have to. This kind of goes with, you don't have to break the bank. So if you look at this one, this client spent in a 3-week time period $1,000 on their Facebook and Instagram advertising. If you look there, the cost per click was 6 cents. It's really good. Valerie, tell us what you about the businesses and how much an average cost per click is.
Yeah, so there's a recent study done, and they found that they did it with 18 companies. And 18 companies, they actually saw the cost per click was $18.68 from Facebook. But for Google, it was $56. And that is huge. That's a huge change. In the Facebook market, ads, their lowest cost per click is 1,000 impressions in advertising history. So, I mean, it's the cheapest way to get your name out there.
Yeah. And then when people jump on social media, they're already kind of in that discovery mindset. Like they're wanting to see, they're wanting to take in whatever you're going to throw at them. So they're primed, they're ready to go. So even putting, let's put up one of our other clients that only put in the same time period, $250, I believe, up for the ad spend. And that, did I send it over to you, Kara? I don't think I did.
I didn't see that one.
Okay, so I'll just say it. They only put $250 behind it, and they had a 30 cents cost per click, which is amazing. So I will tell you that I rarely see anything over $1 on our cost per click with our clients. So it's a
cost per click for people who don't understand is what? Literally so just what it is.
So there's different things that you want. Like when we go in there and we set up what we want out of the ad, we mainly want our ads to take somebody to a page on your website, whether it's the main page, whether it's a landing page to get somebody to sign up for something, whatever that is. The cost per click is the cost every single time somebody clicks that link, which is exactly what you want. So that's really good because that's our end goal, is to get as many people back there. So that's really the goal of any type of advertising, is going to be using those. Another tip real quick, don't overuse these, but adding emojis into the headline or the first line of an ad does help to get people's attention faster. And that's really the goal as well, is to get people's attention faster.
And I know we went over our 10-minute mark at 13 minutes, but hey, I think that's pretty good considering got 3 ladies here who want to talk about social media. And I want to give you one last chance too, before we sign off, about what people need to understand, because this is overwhelming for people. And you guys have really simplified it.
Yeah. And I mean, it's even when we can sit down for an hour and a half, there's a lot more you can get done and one-on-one time period. So we're always up for helping you with that. And also, if you don't want to deal with it, we also can run those for you as well. That's a service we provide.
Well, I think a lot of times it makes it, you're right. Like you can actually sit down, you can map out. Strategy is the main word. There's a reason you have it. You're not just posting to post. And
anybody who says, hey, I have a template for you that works with my clients, use this. Don't do that, because what works for even you in one ad may not work the next time. So just be careful with that.
All right, Valerie, anything else you want to add?
I think you guys hit it. I think that was good. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so very much. It was great. Again, why you need to rethink or think at the very beginning about your Facebook and Instagram ad strategy. Okay, I'll see you at the next tutorial.